This clip is designed to introduce you the major components of using Access database. My name is Lingling. First thing that we have to understand is that the Access database is a free tool provided by Microsoft to meet the needs of storing data for an event in a very systematic way. Since it's a free built-in function in Microsoft, it is really a great incentive for nonprofits and other organizations that have constrained budgets to understand how to utilize this tool to meet their organization's needs, data collection needs, of course. First thing we do is to write down what is the event we want to record. What are those data we want to record? And then we want to simplify our description into 3 parts. Process model, which is a description about what's happening. For instance, this database is designed to store data about inspector conduct inspections about parking violation. And then second part is business rule. Business rules is a descriptive language to describe the relationships between two entities in this whole process. For instance, one inspector can conduct multiple inspections over time, but one inspection can only be conducted by one inspector. So between the relationship between inspector and inspection is really one to many. Third is additional information. Additional information are the information not critical for database design, but is critical for the database polishment. After finishing the basic model, the polishment, and to make it more end-user friendly. So we need to know some information, such as how the ticket is going to be issued, whether the vehicle owner will pay the violation citation via credit card, or they will be in the person to pay it in cash. Who is collecting those fines? Those are critical for an end-user friendly database design. So next concept is ER diagram. The ER diagram basically is a visual way of showing process model, business rule, and even additional information. When we design the ER diagram, several concepts, entities, relationships, and table schema. There are 4 questions we want to ask. What is the central event? In this case, inspection is the central event. What are entities related to central event? Inspector, and then parking space. And how these entities connect, and what are the relationships? And then when we ask the 3 questions based on the description we have, we'll pretty much come up with an ER diagram that looks like this. And then the 4th step, we need to ask the question, am I making sense here? Because this ER diagram will directly be used to design the database. The table, the relationship, the form, the query, and the query view are 4 basic components in the database. And these 4 components are directly influenced by the design of the ER diagram. And then we want to understand how this database can be very handy in terms of providing us answers, giving us information as the need occurs. There's a critical concept called query. The query is a media to answer your question pretty much, using the language the computer can understand. We call SQL, standard query language. And then based on the certain query you have for the database will generate a report for you. This report is an ultimate end user product. It will be a presentation tool to present the answer to the question you raise. One last thing I want to point out is that database design is an ongoing process, and you will have different questions to answer over time. So which means query in this case is the components in the red box. Query is really a critical interactive tool for you to navigate and get information from the database you have designed based on the ER diagram and further based on the idea you wrote down. And that's it. Hope this will help you understand some rough concepts of database and get started of utilizing this wonderful free tool for your organization. Thanks.